I've made 2 players, one with 20 marking and tackling with 1 for acceleration and pace, and flip reversed it blazing squad style on the other with 20 for acceleration and pace and 1 for marking and tackling. Who will have the better career? Let's find out, shall we? Yes, so today, gang, we have got Ivan Escobar, who is Spanish, and Michael Jenkins. Now, eagle-eyed viewers and regular viewers of the channel will think, what's the rationale behind these names? These were just the regen names that it gave me. I decided, for this experiment, we're just going to go off the shelf. No names made. Apologies for all of you who hoped for a little bit something more. Anyway, Ivan Escobar, 1 marking, 1 tackling, 20 for acceleration and pace, as mentioned. There's his polygon. Now, what the kicker is, their attributes are frozen. They've got a current ability of 150, potential ability of 170, but the current ability of 150 is where they will spend their entire career. And if you look, the hidden attributes are all at 10s. So as a defender, they're going to be very good, but they're not going to be world class. The reason I've gone for 150 in terms of the current ability, in some of the other experiments where we've gone to 200, we've gone to 180, the reason I've gone for 150 over 200 or 180 that we've done in the past, the other attributes are so good they compensate. Whereas a 150 player is just a 150 player, and we're having some attributes so bad, like 1 pace, 1 acceleration at 150. His other attributes are great. Don't get me wrong, he's a fantastic player. You'd love him in your team if he had a bit more pace, but he hasn't. That's the point. So let's go through and find out what's going on in a year's time. Okay, so Ivan Escobar has gone to Fiorentina and Michael Jenkins has gone to Nottingham Forest. If we have a quick look at the players then, he actually played 31 times for Fiorentina, getting his 6.96, 45 overall. How did Fiorentina do in the league? Oh, we're still here. 9th. Media prediction 8th. So they weren't quite up to standard. Michael Jenkins, on the other hand, 35 games for Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. They did stay up. They did stay up comfortably as well. 11th. 10 points outside the drop zone with West Ham and Brighton going down. And Chelsea winning the league at the first time of asking. Graham Potter still in charge. 4 caps for Michael Jenkins for England. Ivan, no caps for Spain. No youth caps either. Wonder why that is. Oh, so he's in the Spain squad. He's just not made an appearance then. Fair enough. All right then. Well, very much of a muchness in this first opening gambit. We can see Ivan's contract at Fiorentina expires in 2026. So 3 years' time seems like a good time to come back and check in on the players. I'm expecting plenty of caps, maybe a move for both of them. Let's find out. Right then, Michael Jenkins is still at Nottingham Forest. He signed a new contract then, till 2030. He's worth 40 to 120 million pounds. He's been an absolute mainstay for Nottingham Forest. Over 30 games a season, playing in the Premier League. Nottingham Forest have not gone down in the Premier League. They have been ever present. And they've finished 11th, 12th, 13th and 11th. So they've been consistent, haven't they? What's that? 51 points, 45... 48, 45. Fair play to them. City, Arsenal and Chelsea have won the previous 3 league titles. Nottingham Forest, have they got any trophies to the name? No Carabao Cups, no FA Cups. Aston Villa have won an FA Cup though. Go on, Aston Villa. He's the vice-captain for old Nottingham Forest, and he's got 18 caps for England. Antonio Conte is in charge. No Ralph. No Ralph. Where is he? Ralph's not even on the game. Where's he gone? I don't believe it. Can't even find Ralph. Well, he's definitely going to get the job then, is he? Ivan Escobar then. 1 cap for Spain. Just the 1 cap. Then again, they are only rated at 150. The Spanish defence might be higher than that. Pep's in charge of Spain. And if we have a quick look at the position, you got Aymeric Laporte at 167. Eric Garcia at 151. Ivan at 150. Guil Rosas at 150. He's a wing-back right. Sorry. Pau Torres, 164. Rodri, more of a midfielder. Danny Vivian at 150. So yeah, he's arguably one of the worst out of them all, to be fair. Did he ever play for the under-21s? Would it tell me? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's have a look. What happened? £52 million he moved to Real Madrid for in January, and he was having a season, wasn't he? 21 games, 7.08 for a centre-back. Not too bad. He's only got 2 goals in his career in the league, which actually translates as only 3 goals in total. He got 1 in the continental competition in his first season for Fiorentina. In his worst season, to be fair. So yeah, in terms of Serie A, Fiorentina, as we saw, Fiorentina finished 9th, and the following season they finished 8th, and then they finished when they got rid of him, and he went to Real Madrid, where he has won the league twice, the most recent season being undefeated with a goal difference of 60, just the 28 goals conceded, 0 defeats, 7 draws. They did get to 100 points. You'd have to say you'd be disappointed not to get to 100 goals though, wouldn't you? Beating Barcelona by 11 points. And the season before that, getting 106 points. However, they did lose 2. Drew considerably less though. Well, there you go. So it seems like for Real Madrid, they're happy enough with a player that centre-back who can't tackle or mark, but he's quick. 100k a week, and he played 10 times, 9 starts, and in the most recent season, he played just over half of their league games. 20 games, getting a 7.32. What a season he's just had for Real Madrid in their undefeated season, let it be known. So there you have it. There you have it. We are comfortably well on our way in this experiment, and it is seeming like a lack of marking and tackling is much better for a defender. But all is not lost, because Michael Jenkins could get his big money move. Hopefully he has by the time we come back. We will be back when Michael Jenkins' contract is about to expire in 2030. Will he have gone already, or will he still be there about to leave on a free transfer? Let's find out. Well then. Let's start with Michael. He's re-signed a deal with Nottingham Forest. He's on 110 G's a week at 25 years old. Nottingham Forest. He's becoming a Nottingham Forest legend at this point. No bugger wants him. 24 to 71 million. Great marking, great tackling, just no pace. Very good attributes all round though. But he's playing football. He's earning money. He's probably happy enough at Nottingham Forest. He's probably found himself a nice little house. Big house, 110k a week. Proper humanising him. He's a regen. Anyway. He is probably just chilling, loving life, and he's still not Nottingham Forest, not setting the world on fire. How are they doing? Yeah, we last saw them in 26-27, I believe, in 11th, was it? Or 11th in 25-26, 26-27. Oh, down in 15th there, only beating the drop by 5 points. Then he finished 14th with 40 points, only beating the drop by 4. Then up in 9th, just missing out on European football. Sorry, I got distracted then. I got distracted by 3 things. 1, Leeds got Champions League football by finishing 8th. They've clearly won the Europa League. Fair play, Leeds. Secondly, Fulham have got Conference League football. Clearly won the Carabao Cup. And then 3, this sentence at the bottom that I've never seen in my life. Leicester have been randomly chosen over West Ham after both finished on 35 points with the same record. I mean, absolute scenes. 35 points, 26 goals for, 43 against -17, 15 defeats, 17 draws, 6 wins. Imagine if they just did a random choice for those 2 teams. If one of them was getting relegated or one of them was going to win the league, surely you'd have a face-off and have a match and say the winner of this match will just take that next place and have all that money. Randomly chosen. Right, what was I saying? Nottingham Forest finished in 9th. I know this has nothing to do with Leeds. Poch is in charge of Leeds. But let's go and have a look. 3 Europa Leagues. 2030. There you go. They are current Europa League holders. Well done, Leeds. And that was the most recent season. Fulham have clearly won the Carabao Cup, beating Arsenal in the final. Leeds beating Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final the season before, so there's absolute silverware coming to Leeds. How long's Poch been there? 1 year, 320 days. Two trophies. Javi Gracia didn't have a hope. He left after 6 years, won nothing. Poch comes in, within 2 years, got 2 trophies. Fair play. Back to the matter at hand then. Captain of Nottingham Forest, it's old Mikey Jenks. 18 caps for England, no goals. So he's not played much for England. Sean Dyche, the gravelly voice of Sean Dyche, is in charge with 3 World Cups, 2022 and 2026. Back-to-back World Cups, looking to retain their crown. Still not got a Euros. How long's Sean been in charge? Just shy of 2 years. Zinedine Zidane got sacked as manager of England. Gareth Southgate resigned. Antonio Conte resigned. Funnily enough, Zinedine Zidane got sacked on exactly the same tenure. Sean Dyche, he's 12 days away from that. Sean, turn your phone off, mate. Has he gone? Has he gone to the World Cup? He has not. He's not gone to the World Cup. Oh dear. 150 is not good enough. But this is why we did it. Because I want to see if they can power through. Very good players, not world class. Because they're not going to compensate with their lack of attributes. They're going to really suffer because of it. And they are. Fair enough. There you go. And now let's go and have a look at Ivan, who was at Real Madrid. He's now at Marseille. On loan from Real Madrid So he went to Real Madrid for £57 million in the January. As we saw, he then played 20 times for them in the league, getting a 7.32. The following seasons, he didn't play as often, but he still made a decent number of appearances, getting a 7.11 in this season here. And the following season, unfortunately, the 28-29 season, he just fell out of favour. He went into the B team, and now he's gone on loan to Marseille, where he's played a hell of a lot. So what happened here in 28-29? Firstly, let's have a look at, well. All I'm saying, Real Madrid, the season you decided to play him only 4 times was the season you didn't win the league. However, he has gone out on loan this season, therefore played no times for them, and they have won the league again. So maybe not that important. Look at that, 33 goals conceded. What a leaky defence that is. Barcelona get 101 points. He's been Real Madrid every season. He's 115 grand a week, sorry. He's in the seasonal best 11 for Olympique Marseille. He's won Champions Leagues with Real Madrid. A Champions League, not Champions Leagues. He's won a Champions League. Fair play. But he's playing with Spain. He's playing for Spain. 14 caps. Although he's not in the bloody squad. What's this? 149? Mujahid Sadiq. If you're playing him but you better not be playing him at centre back. You've got a 150 current ability centre back. Just waiting for a call up. Ivan. So here we go. 28-29. Lisandro Martinez. They've signed him, and matey boy Ivan has lost his place in the team. That's why they've signed Lisandro Martinez. They've replaced him. Oh, and they've bought El Shadil Bichiabu. All right, doesn't he? They've signed El Shadil Bichiabu, who's also a centre-back. I don't think he's going to come back from Marseille and stay, which means, at this point, Michael Jenkins has not moved from Nottingham Forest all the way through. We're going to come back in 5 years' time, in 2035, when they're 30. And I'm expecting Jenkins to still be at Forest and Ivan not to be at Real Madrid. So watch now, Michael Jenkins to have moved and Ivan to still be at Real Madrid. Okay, Javi Gracia, who was in charge of Spain, I believe, is now in charge of Ajax. We have got the Dutch league loaded. Ivan Escobar. Bloody hell. So he moved to PSG on loan for £1 million, clearly with an option to buy. 15 games he played, 7.00, 2030-31. Like I had to check which season it was. Every season they've won it. They signed him for £26.5 million and played him 5 times. He then got loaned to Tottenham for 275k, right? They played him 5 times, once off the bench. Okay, sorry, continental competitions, he got 2 more appearances off the bench. 4 starts, 3 off the bench in total. Tottenham then said, yeah, we'll pay £29 million for him. And they played him 5 times. This time 2 starts, 3 off the bench. Oh, and 2 in the continental competitions. So again, 4 starts, 3 off the bench. So you're talking a combined 8 starts, 6 substitute appearances in 2 years for Tottenham. They then loaned him to Ajax for 425k, where Ajax played him 11 times. I'm guessing, I'd like to say that was in the January, but I don't think it was. And then Ajax bought him for £10.5 million. So he's certainly done the rounds as Ivan. Since we were last here, he's played for 3 teams. I mean, he's barely played for 2 of them. PSG and Tottenham. And a combined transfer, like you add up all his transfer fees, 57 plus 29, you're talking 86 million there, plus 26.5 and 10.5. So that's 37, like 123 million pounds he's gone for over the course of his career, not including loan fees. How's he getting on at Ajax then? He's getting 42k a week, is Ivan. He's got 17 caps for Spain. Xabi Alonso in charge of Spain. He's now not in the Spain squad either. Michael Jenkins then, currently at West Brom. Last club Tottenham. So what happened here then? Right, so we were last here 5 years ago. So he'd played his last game for... No, he hadn't. Sorry. He hadn't played his last game for Nottingham Forest. He must have gone after the start of the season because he's played 3 times for them. And he got signed for £38.5 million in 2030-31. He played twice. The following season was the season that they loaned Ivan in. You got Ivan and Michael both at the same club at Tottenham. 10 appearances he made, 8 starts, 2 off the bench. And West Brom came in for £27.5 million. They sold him. And he's, to be fair, he's been a first team regular at West Brom ever since. Tottenham pushing for that league title. Crystal Palace getting Europa League football by finishing dead bottom of the Premier League. What happened there? FA Cup. They've won the FA Cup. Fair enough. But he's actually transferring. He's joining PSG on the 1st of the 7th. So he's following in Ivan's footsteps. He's going to PSG. They've both been at Tottenham. They're going to have both been at PSG during the career. He's leaving West Brom on a free after they spent £27.5 million for him and kept him in the team. Will he play at PSG? I'm guessing Definitely not. He will not play at PSG. They're 30. They won't go on much past 35. So I'm going to go through and try and find the end of their careers. Well, here we go. Ivan's about to retire. They're both at Leicester. Michael has been retrained. He's been a makeshift attacking midfielder. I'm not sure what's gone on there, but he's had the rounds. He went to PSG on a free, and he did play. He played. He was at PSG for 4 years, where he played an all right amount of games. So we're talking 2035-36 to 2038-39. And Rennes did win a league during that time, but PSG won 3. So he's got 3 Ligue 1 titles. He then went to Feyenoord for free. 34 games, 2 goals, 1 assist, 5 player of the matches before Burnley said, we'll have a bit of that. Signed him up. He's then gone to Burnley. He's then played a hell of a lot. Now he's gone to Leicester for 2.8 million. That must be right. This was 13 days ago. So he's not had a chance to play for Leicester. So we are going to go through and see what he does at Leicester because his career's still going. But Ivan is about to retire, who is already there at Leicester. They're replacing Ivan with whoever. So he spent a long time at Ajax, did Ivan. And in terms of the Eredivisie, he's won a few. Fair play. And he went to Leicester for the final season of his career. 33 games in a season where Leicester managed to finish in 12th. And Everton won it. Leeds have won it back here. Go on, Leeds. Go on, Everton, though. So in terms of Ivan, he got 17 caps for Spain. He's now grey. He's retiring. He's on 110k a week. He's had an all right career. Only 17 caps for Spain, though. So, as Michael had more, 18 caps for England. Ivan Escobar, then, is through his career. Let me move to the left. He's been around the block, but for his career, we had 458 league games, 8 goals, 10 assists, 29 player of the matches, a 7.01. They've both had marginal success where they've been. Ivan did go to Real Madrid for a bit, so he's probably been a bit fortuitous in that. And as you can see, Michael's played more games. He's around at 6.83, so it looks like Ivan's had the better career. So it seems pace is more important than marking and tackling. Let's just quickly have a look at what Michael did. Let's go one more year. Well, he's still there at Leicester. He played 32 times after moving for 3.3 million, so there was obviously some add-ons included. Where did they finish? Oh, in 8th. Oh, sandwich. Look at that. 9 teams getting in Europe and 8 teams, getting in Europe and Leicester finishing 8th. Didn't manage to do it. How unfortunate. Look at how low that points total is, though. That last game of the season, anyone could have bloody won it. Oh, Tottenham lost their last 2. Man City drew 2 and lost 1 in the last 5. Newcastle drew 1 and lost 2 of the last 5. Teams throwing it away. Deary me. It's another season for Michael. He's gone. He's just disappeared. So that was his last season, unfortunately. So there we go then. That's the end of the experiment. If you like this one, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, suggest anything else for the future. Any attribute breakdowns like this. Any ideas? Let me know. All ears. But before you go, watch this video. See you soon.